Peruvian and Japanese culture, they all work together. They've
Yep.
all worked together so they
It's
actually
like that one meme where they have the
Yeah.
arms that are crossed, and it's like the black arm and the white arm, and it's like Peruvians and Japanese.
Yeah, the Japanese actually learned how to bread food from the Peruvians.
Interesting. Really?
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
look it up.
Google it.
Minalesa, dog, comes
Milanesa's
from
bomb.
Minalesa comes from that part of the world. I mean, don't quote me. I don't know. These are paisa
It's
facts.
all. Here, it's all hearsay here.
Paisa
it's all
facts.
hearsay.
Wake up in the morning and find something to watch. Wandering my plants and checking on my crimes. Not enough love, not enough love in the world. Not enough love, not enough love in the world.
The Greenhouse with Goodness and Vic.
Me voy a abrir porque ya estoy. Tengo hambre. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Toast.
I took it out too much.
Toast.
Salud.
This traveled 4,000 miles, or 3,000 miles.
Just to be in my stomach. That's what I like to call capitalism. Look at how look at that. I'm gonna do it the good way. When
I
you
got
go
it with
like
the
that,
cheese whiz. I got it with the cheese whiz.
when you break it in half. Yum! Look at that. Wow. Okay.
Look at that.
Mira.
I know.
Yo. All right.
Mm.
That's worth the travel.
It tastes like Philly.
It does taste like Philly. That's delicious, actually. Actually, I was totally.
Got the mushrooms, got the peppers.
I really didn't know what to expect coming into this, in all honesty. But I'm pleasantly surprised. This is really
Put my
good.
mask down for this one.
Yeah, I think mask off for this one for a little bit. Stay safe. Keep your masks on all the time. Welcome to the Greenhouse, episode 7. My name is Vic,
I'm Goodness.
and we're gonna talk a little bit about food today, because I think my favorite quarantine activity. I mean, honestly, true tortas ways. Like my favorite activity in general is food, eating.
Yeah, I'm learning how to eat properly. And intermittent, even though, food has been really important, I've been intermittent fasting.
Yep. And do you do it till noon?
So yeah, I won't eat. I'll probably eat at noon once, and then maybe sometimes before 6, maybe 2 times a day at the most.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to avoid snacking. It's kind of hard to not snack.
That's the hardest part. I'm not a big snacker, though. Honestly, I'm personally not a big snacker. There's something about throughout the day, I get so busy, I do so many things, I got so many things going on, that when I sit down to eat, I usually just eat quick, which is a bad thing. I don't recommend it. So I actively have to tell myself to enjoy the food I'm eating.
Yeah, and chew it.
And and actually enjoy
Not
it.
scarfing, I don't
because
have-
food for me becomes just like
Yeah.
sustenance.
In my family, there's such thing called like the fat attack.
Yep.
You know what a fat attack is?
When you eat it so quickly, you get so full.
You go, oh, you make that noise while you're eating.
Yo, that's so real. You sound like a cow that just got its last breath.
You're like eating your.
Guilty, bro. Guilty. That's that true torta life. If you know, you know the fucking vibes.
This is like this is carne asada torta. This is a Philadelphian torta. That's what this is.
Honestly, yeah, a Philadelphian torta. That's a great way to put this, actually. We're here, episode 7. We took a little break, a little chance to kind of, get some stuff going and work on some new projects for y'all, to highlight for y'all. But we're back. We're back to talk about some new artists again. We're back to talk about some stuff happening in the world. And back to talk and eat some good food. This is actually an ASMR episode. So we're just going to be like...
Yeah, do the fat attack.
It sounds like a horse. Like just gross sounds. Hey, you know those people who chew with their mouth open and all just sucio gross?
Oh, man.
I can't even handle it. Anytime I hear someone and you just hear them in the corner and you're talking to them like...
I used to have a friend, bro. Like, he used to come over to the house in the morning, and it'd be like Saturday or Sunday. And he'd come over to the house, and
I wouldn't even be awake, and he'd be in my house already. Because he was kind of like fam already.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he'd go into my kitchen, he'd get cereal.
We all got the homie like that who just shows up.
And he'd be hovering over me, going, eating, like trying to get the cereal off the roof of his mouth. Like,
oh, man. Yo, that's so real.
That was the most annoying thing ever.
That's so real. But before we jump into it, wanted to see, how have you been? What you been up to? How's quarantine been treating you? How's the fam? What's been going on?
Man, I'm pissed off, man, because people are just, I don't know. I'm kind of upset that
Dumbasses. People are dumbasses.
people are just
I'll say
dumbasses.
it.
We'll talk about it later, but I'm just saying right now. I mean, I'm very grateful for a lot of things that I have.
For sure.
Family's safe. I got work. I'm busy. I'm hustling. I'm doing my thizzle. I'm able to come here, but geez.
Is that going to be on your, not to be dark, but is that going to be on your gravestone? Like, Omar lied here, the date you were born, the day you passed, and it just says, in quotation marks, doing my thizzle.
Doing my thizzle.
Because that's such a good quote. And every time I hear that now, I'm like, man, I really am just out here doing my thizzle.
Doing your thought that.
Minding my business, drinking my water, and doing my thizzle.
It's even better when you're doing your thug thizzle.
Oh, that's a whole nother level. That's like layer on layer.
Thug thizzle. It's I'm Paisa Snoop Dogg.
Paisa Snoop Dogg.
Have you heard that Paisa Snoop Dogg song?
What's that? Baby, yo te extraño. Maybe me that's la culpa. I'm guilty cause I go away a lot. But say you want me to stay.
No.
There's a couple already, dude.
What?
Like, he'll rock with like corrido groups and shit.
And they're doing like G-funk
Like
music?
hip hop and shit. Yeah. I saw it on the internet a couple times already.
Really?
I mean, don't quote me. I'm not buying really like new music that much lately, but I saw Snoop Dogg getting down with some corrido groups.
Wow. I'm about it. I feel that Snoop Dogg would make, he's someone that we could potentially claim. The black delegate, you have your people, right? They go through and you go through your long list of people who potentially are mixed or kind of fall into ambiguous racial categories. And he's one of the people that the Mexican/Latinx delegate might be, well, we would trade you, who's a shitty Latinx person? Antonio Villagrosa for Snoop Dogg.
Definitely would take that trade
For $10,000.
No,
and for the rights to have elote in your favorite neighborhoods.
Oof, elotes.
I know how to really move a hard bargain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, have you seen the elote guy getting knocked out? See, speaking of that, I mean, like, Snoop Dogg, obviously he's African-American, but Long Beach, LBC, heavy black, heavy Mexican city,
Talking about black and brown there.
There's always been a tension in Long Beach between both races, even though there's only one race, the human race. But it's also, there's a lot of connection, too, I think Snoop Dogg can relate with being loved by so many Latinos,
right?
That he appreciates the Latino culture. I think he might have like a wife or somebody that's Latina too.
Really? Didn't he coach a kids football team in Diamond Bar?
I think Chino Hills or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Anyway, we can potentially
hearsay. This is like we're all hearing all kinds of hearsay. Didn't he like?
I'm pretty sure that que I heard that he did this thing.
Wasn't he in Nam or something like that?
I'm sure that he fought in Nam.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg was in Dazed and Confused in like the background, like.
Yo, that's arguably one of my favorite movies, and it's been coming back very often.
Yeah.
And 4th of July, there was that one quote. I saw this post. There was that one quote where they were saying, have a good weekend. It was 4th of July weekend, right? Because that's what the whole movie's based on. And they're saying, and remember that the only reason you're celebrating is because of a bunch of white people didn't want to pay their taxes.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, you cool, man?
All right. McConaughey. I love that dude.
It's been a crazy week. We're in the midst of basically being shut back down again. Take a couple steps forward and take like 10 steps back, arguably. Once again, we are being very safe. We actually just got tested for COVID. We have a lot of protocols that we do here at Water the Plant Studio in order to continue bringing the most amazing content to you actively
Amazing.
and consistently.
Groundbreaking.
Right? Groundbreaking. Just
Like
historical.
hearsay. All kinds of hearsay.
Legendary. You know what I heard?
Legendary hearsay.
I heard that Goodness and Vic are potentially running for president.
Oh, yeah. Imagine that. Ooh.
Actually on the same ticket. We're just gonna switch off the presidency because we're switched.
We're gonna switch.
It depends on it's. I'm gonna get the
Quarters?
the custody.
Are we doing quarters? Or
Yeah, I get custody first quarter. You get custody second quarter of the presidency.
third, fourth.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Dude, they need us. They need us. The American people need us right now.
Y'all need us.
That's gonna be our tagline. You need us.
You need us. So we're being really safe, but I'm talking. I had mentioned the last 2 episodes. It feels that I just moved, right, and I'm walking around my new neighborhood, getting a feel for it. My ass is home most of the time.
You're in K-Town, right?
Home. I'm in K-Town now, and I'm walking around and no one's wearing
Good
masks.
restaurants though. Too bad you're living in COVID time because there's a lot of restaurants.
Because all the food there's bomb, but you can't go to any of the
You can't-
places.
Nope. Have you seen how they're posting up those like tent restaurants in front of
And
the
they're
store?
basically just shutting down streets.
Yeah.
Dead ass just shutting down streets and just the restaurants are setting up outside.
Hey, man.
They just said today.
That's hustle, bro.
They just said today that salons and barbershops can open outside. And now I'm like, we're really living in the hood. This is all just one big hood now.
Yeah, it's
because your homie goes and I remember when
Yeah.
I was a kid, you get cut, you just put a towel over, you sit on a bench outside, and they just cut your hair out there in the front of the yard.
No, it's like the world's becoming an outdoor swap meet. You know what I mean? Straight up, it's like slash and swap meet.
It's
or
all
something.
Vineland.
You know,
Yo, shout out Vineland drive-through / swap meet. Honestly, Vineland's about to make the best financial comeback.
Exactly, man. I mean, I don't
2020.
think they ever stopped.
It's true.
They never stopped.
It's true.
I mean, coming from La Puente, I mean, Vineland Swap Meet.
The swap
That
meet.
doesn't close. You're literally, it opens at 6 in the morning and it closes at 5 in the morning after all the drive-through movies and everybody leaves.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
that thing is like a machine.
Yeah, dude.
But
That's
I mean,
Mexican
we're here.
people for you right there.
People not wearing masks. Wear your fucking mask. Tápate la pinche boca. Just take care of yourself. And if you don't care about yourself for whatever reason, that's your business. Go to therapy. Take care of the people around you. That's it. Just wear your mask. Do your thing. Do your thizzle.
People literally do not know that there's a pandemic going on right now. There's like a good 20 to 30% of the population in the world in the United States right now that doesn't know that people are dying.
It's wild.
How do they not know? Like it's literally on every TV station right now.
Actually, I did see someone. I just social distance talked to someone who has a flip phone still. And it's my primo. Sorry, primo. I'm totally throwing you under the bus. But my primo only has a flip phone and doesn't have internet.
Yeah.
So he actually doesn't really. He didn't know about COVID until we told him.
Well, why? Like I see people in the restaurant. They walk in without a mask, and then they tell them, "Hey, bro, you got to wear a mask." And they go, "Oh yeah." Huh?
Yo.
And then they go like this. They do this one thing where like
They put that shirt over it. Forget
dude,
about
come
it.
on, bro.
We'll
Like-
talk more about that in a bit. But it's just been an interesting trip, and being in a new place, getting to know a new area. That's been kind of the most interesting thing to see. You know, the most interesting thing to encounter. But regardless, we're staying safe. Y'all should stay safe. We love y'all. We want y'all to be careful, be safe out there. I know it's getting closer to home, so I wanna make sure that that's the case. We put that message out there. But I think in general, you know, for what we're trying to do here at Water the Plants, highlighting all the different forms of art, music, visual, aesthetic, whatever it may be, and culinary. The culinary art. So
Every once in a while, we're gonna showcase some restaurant or something that we haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
And we're gonna either we tried it or we haven't tried it, or well, at least one of us haven't tried.
yeah,
And
and get a
give
chance to experience it.
We're gonna experience it right here live on air with you.
So I gotta say, this Philly's best is just out of this world.
The Cheese Whiz, right?
The Cheese Whiz. It's one of those things where Cheese Whiz is kind of not sacrilegious, but it's one of those things where you think why you don't want Cheese Whiz? That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's kind of. Well, I mean, yeah.
But that's the OG. That's how you do it.
That's definitely some. It's not really like some hood shit. I don't know. It's definitely some.
It's some low income shit.
Really.
I think so.
Like
I didn't.
onion crackers.
But here's what I'm thinking.
I never really had it in my household.
No, I think Mexican households are different. We
Yeah.
kind of have our different staples, and that's actually something I want to talk about today. But with this, I mean, this sandwich, you have this amazing amoroso roll that's just so soft and just has so much flavor. I mean, bread is obviously just sustenance in some ways because it has no nutritional value, but this has so much flavor.
And it has like these baby sesame seeds on it. Like
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Philly's Best is really doing something special here. And I'm actually not eating out a ton during COVID, but if you all get a chance to check out a place and go and grab something special, especially something special that is really related to a location, right? Like this is basically flown in from Philly.
This is good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're an East Coaster, I mean, have you ever been to Philly? I've never been to Philly.
It tastes like the Liberty Bell. This tastes like freedom.
America.
It tastes like America. I love it. Who needs to go to Philly when I have Philly's Best right here in my town? Just kidding. I want to go to Philly. You just can't travel during COVID.
The city of brotherly love. Everybody talks about Philly's cheesesteak sandwiches. You got to have it when you go to Philly.
Right.
I've never been to Philly, but I've been to Pittsburgh on a layover to Spain, but that's as close as I got there.
That was pretty close, though.
But this is actually taking me there. I don't think I have to go to Philly anymore.
I mean, I don't know. It's good.
It's good.
It is good. We can't travel during COVID.
Is there Mexicans in Philly?
There's got to be Mexicans in Philly. I'm surprised when I hear of Mexicans in Vermont. I'm like, damn, y'all really made it all the way up there? That was actively
Paris,
something
France,
you did.
bro.
That's crazy. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And honestly, smart.
London.
Pensando.
London.
They really had to take a long boat trip for that one.
There's swim. They're like,
honestly, if there's one thing most Mexicans know how to do, it's swim. I feel that's a racial stereotype that we could actually play toward as a strength. You know, in the apocalypse, you get enough Mexicans, you can form a swim team.
Yeah, my father-in-law said he was an Olympic swimmer, and I was like,
was that true? I don't know. Can't confirm nor deny that he was an Olympic swimmer. I have no idea. But I didn't grow up eating anything like this. This is a packed sandwich, but what were some things that you grew up eating that you remember as staples or even things that, I don't know, only some people would understand maybe?
Definitely, stand out the most is probably tacos for sure.
Yeah. And different types of tacos.
Yeah, like going to Mexico and hitting those carts on the side of the road.
Yep.
That's probably like one of my favorite memories. Like the way they do it, and it's really not about the ingredients as much as it is about how they cook it and prepare it right in front of your face.
Definitely, it's an experience basically.
It's like literally how they. The lady's making the tortillas right there.
Yep.
She pushes the thing down. She puts it on the griddle. The guy grabs the tortilla. He puts the meat inside the tortilla. Puts the onion, cilantro, throws the salsa and the guacamole, and then goes, "Here, eat it, asshole." And then I love how the fact that they don't charge you until after.
Yep.
So you can lie, you can eat 7, but you'll say they'll be like, yo, I ate 5. But they're so warm and the tortillas are so soft.
Yeah, that you just scarf them.
You can eat like 7 and you don't even realize it, real quick because it's so warm. But there's nothing worse than a cold ass tortilla that's like a cardboard,
Nope, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
After a certain point, that is what I used to pack.
But haven't you seen like people they make tacos and they don't even warm up their tortillas?
I don't get that.
Oh my god, that's gross, dude.
I don't understand that part of the world.
Like, what the hell, dude? Like, I had to put a little bit of like oil or fry it a little bit.
Something.
You can make it nice and warm.
Something that kind of just adds that extra texture and flavor.
But hey, speaking of cold food, I mean, this is a little bit cold. I mean, we didn't eat it right, super popping hot, but it's still good.
It's delicious.
Still good. The cheese whiz. And
yeah, I just scarfed one half down.
I'm already on the end of 2.
You know what's the crazy part is that people don't realize that you can make a taco basically out of anything. I mean, I used to basically get weenies and warm up weenies and then roll them in a tortilla.
Oh yeah, you know what I did when I did
butter
the other day for my son is I got tortilla.
Hot dogs, if you don't know what weenies are.
Yeah, well, hot dogs. That's how you say it in Spanish. Weenies.
Weenies.
You grill up a hot dog, right? And on another pan, you get a tortilla, and then you flip it. You put the cheese on the hot side, and then you flip it again, so the cheese gets really melty and crusty.
Wow!
And then you roll the hot dog inside that with mustard.
It's like
a Mexican hot dog.
It's the Mexican pigs in a blanket, bro.
It's the bomb.
It's
Bam.
so good.
Bam.
I mean, what were other things that I used to eat that were really gross? Okay, I used to eat not gross. I actually thought they were delicious, but if I tell people, then they're probably thinking, ugh. All right. So when you eat sopa, when you eat, caldo, when you eat soup, one thing that you can add as an extra thing is a tortilla just with mayonesa inside. Just a tortilla with mayonesa
butter.
inside.
But I'm not a mayonesa guy, but adding butter and tortillas to
anything.
Soup,
When I used to eat toast, poor things, low income things, you toast with butter and sugar, whatever cheap things you can throw together.
Or when you had the technique, like the old school guys, they would get the tortilla in their hand and go like this and then roll it up into a little roll, tortilla roll with butter.
Wow.
While you're eating your soup.
That's also like an art form.
It's very high class Mexican.
That's the higher class. That's the top tier. That's top tier excellence in tortilla eating. But I mean, the staples, right? Rice, beans, tortillas. That was pretty much most of it. And then you just add some variations here and there.
Sushi is something that I love. Well, I mean, especially going out to eat,
Right.
That's probably my favorite. But if I was going to eat at home, is like definitely a good steak.
Yeah.
Do you know how to cook a good steak?
Yeah. Butter.
Man, take your time. You base it,
Yep.
like everything, you little garlic, little rosemary, and you take your time,
Yep.
You take your time, you get the meat, you get it out of the refrigerator.
It's all about that low and slow.
Yeah.
Cholo culture got it right in the first place.
Low and
Cars, low and slow.
Low and slow.
Barbecuing, low and slow.
Carne asada
Grilling.
lapping on the grill. So
Hey.
now we eat. The cars cruise by looking for the food. And all they found was simply plain and apple juice. Coming up short, just like a fool, with our backs to the wall, with
What?
nothing we could do.
What?
Other cars in the parking
Yeah.
lot, low profiling.
Hey.
And everywhere you look, you see somebody smiling.
Always, at every asada. I think anything that you can grill, that you can throw on a grill is Mexican culture. Maize, right? Any type of corn, any type of tortilla, fruit or vegetables, meat, all of that.
I think when you're Mexican, I think you're born with a soccer ball and a grill.
It just
Pretty
pops
much.
out.
That's your first gift.
That's the only thing on the. It's not even on the baby
Bud Light.
registry.
And Bud Light.
Actually, the Bud Light comes at your
15.
born first birthday party.
No, first communion.
Your first communion or your first birthday party, where all the family brings upwards of 150 bottles of
Yeah.
beer and gets drunk, and you're asleep at 9 p.m. but the party goes till 2.
Yeah, but it's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Exactly.
Well, yeah. Why do they have like 3 cases of beer for your birthday and you're only 5?
And there's one case of soda or water. After a certain point, it turns into a Hunger Games of water because there's so many kids and only one case of water.
Damn, man. Bud Light is life for some people, dude. Like,
It is.
dude, I'll be trying to bring
is.
like, some bomb beers that I like, some IPAs or like some German, high alcohol level beers where they, you only
Yeah.
need 2 or 3, some
Right.
dark ones, some. I like Belgian beer,
Ooh, classy, top tier. Belgian beer with the rolled up mayonnaise.
I'll be like, yo, Theo, try this,
Yeah.
And they'll be like, get this shit out of here,
No.
bro. Give me a Bud Light.
No,
You know what I mean?
and the only deterring they do from Bud Light is Modelo.
Modelo maybe or Tecate or something.
Maybe.
They'll be like, who brought these? And you'd be all mad.
I feel like Corona don't even make the list sometimes. It's weird.
Alcohol-
Mexicans are the number one supporter of Bud Light. Don't quote me on that.
Alcohol sales are still going up even though bars are closed.
Because what are people doing?
They're just
Drinking
getting
at
faded.
home.
Dude, that Bevo delivery from
Yo.
DoorDash is
Game changer.
game changer, bro.
For good or for worse, we'll let you decide, the viewer.
Yeah.
But you actually mentioned this earlier, and I thought this was interesting. Sushi, right? There's certain things that, as a culture, you don't necessarily understand, right? I think there's certain things where I feel in Mexican culture growing up and Latino culture, you cook everything.
Right.
I can't really think of anything that you don't eat cooked.
No, I got family members like, quítate aquí with the fucking sushi. They need to have fried. Have you seen the Mexican sushi spots? They're like fucking fried carne asada
Fried
rolls.
everything, yeah. And they call it the Southwest roll. It's like Southwest roll, and it's basically
Jalisco
just
roll,
pico de gallo and carne asada and rice and crema or something.
Yeah, they fry it all.
Yeah.
Everything's fried. No,
but you just don't know that we don't understand the
But
concept
when I
of
took
eating
you to
raw
that one
food.
spot, right, that was a total difference, right?
So good.
Like, it's almost like Peruvian ceviche, like like with the they do the ginger and the lemon and
it might be where you're at, I guess, right? Because the only fish I had growing up was cooked fish,
right,
tilapia or whatever. The where you see the eyes.
truffle oil. They put like so many different things, man.
But to have had sushi, I didn't have sushi until I was 20.
Right.
Basically, I think the first time I had sushi, I was already older.
Right.
And it was such a crazy concept to me because I was thinking, okay, rice, sure, all right. Seaweed, sure, okay, but then raw fish?
That's what they think about, like when they say fish taco, they think it's gonna be like raw or something like that.
Really?
And then when we tell them it's like a fish stick kind of taco,
yeah,
and then they're like, oh, okay, I get it, you know.
Interesting.
But yeah.
And when fish isn't abnormal for our culture, right? There's a lot of fish that people eat.
Well,
it's just a part of it, but it's especially if you have family who grew up like
ours,
in like Baja, anywhere along the coast like that. That's where you get the most of that.
Oh man, well, seafood's huge in Jalisco and Sinaloa and Baja. Like I mean, that's huge. Mariscos is they battle on who makes the best ceviches. At the end of the day, Baja is a melting point from all parts of Mexico and all around the world. So you could be from Sinaloa and live in Ensenada and make ceviche and make it your way. I mean, to me, it's ceviche and fish tacos. They all come from a different place. They don't come from Mexico. It's all brought through the migration.
Yeah. So I mean, there's so much colonialism that happened in Mexico. Not to go too deep into it, but there was so much colonialism that happened. I mean, my mom in Santa Rosalia is a French colony right there.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure.
A bunch of Japanese people.
Right. My grandpa's
Jalisco.
French.
Yeah.
So that's my point is that ceviche can be arguably Peruvian. Like if you ever tell a Peruvian and show them the ceviche that we eat, they'll be like, that's not ceviche.
That's not ceviche.
They'll be like, this is ceviche. You know? And then Peruvian and Japanese culture, they all work together. They've all worked together for, so they actually...
It's like that one meme where they have the arms that are crossed, and it's like the black arm and the white arm, and it's like Peruvians and Japanese.
Yeah, the Japanese actually learned how to bread food from the Peruvians.
Interesting. Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up.
Look it up.
Google it.
Minalesa, dog. Minalesa comes from that part of the world. I mean, don't quote me. I don't know. These are paisa facts.
It's all hearsay here.
Paisa
it's
facts.
All hearsay.
But
we're actually going to be inventing the best food here on the Greenhouse, specifically episode 7.
Oh yeah,
all hearsay.
I be yeah. Did you know that the hamburger actually didn't come from Germany?
Where'd it come from?
I don't know, bro.
From the Greenhouse, episode 7.
Exactly. We're going to reinvent the hamburger.
No, I'm going to call it a deconstructed hamburger, and I'm going to put the patties on the outside of the bread, and I'm going to call it artisanal.
Yeah, or the Big Mac. They put the bread in the middle.
The Big Mac is a game changer.
Yeah,
remember when they made the Big Mac like 75% smaller?
Well, and not only that, like you don't appreciate a Big Mac until you haven't had a Big Mac in like 5 years.
Yeah, I think that a Big Mac should be an every 5-year treat.
You're like, oh yeah, these are good.
Yeah, like chicken nuggets. I don't eat fast food like that at all.
Kentucky Fried Chicken too, you know.
Dude, I do not like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No,
I don't know what it is because everyone I talk to, they say that's the best fast food joint is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh.
I don't know.
In-N-Out's the best fast food joint ever.
You know what's a bomb burger spot though? The Habit.
Oh, the Habit's great.
The Habit's so good. They have so many options.
I think they're better than the In-N-Out.
Yeah, I think
it's just that they're more like strip mall and it's not.
You have more options. Yeah. You can do more. You can add more to your burger.
You know what I like about it? It reminds me of like the old hamburger stands with the way they wrap it in aluminum foil and the cheese kind of sticks to the aluminum foil.
That's a part of the experience, right? When you go to your local burger joint, the Habit is basically recreating the experience of a local burger joint.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's so
That's
good.
one thing that I do remember growing up as a young kid is going to like Troy Burgers and like
Chris's
or like
here on
Duke's,
Valley.
you know what I mean?
Oh, Duke's, exactly.
Or like what was it? What was the other one? Jack's Burger or whatever.
There's so many.
What was it? The other ones? Jim's Burger.
Jim's.
I used to be like, yo, I'm gonna go to the gym. Oh yeah, you're gonna go work out. You got upper body or lower body? Nah, Jim's Burger.
I'm getting me the combo real quick. $7.99, full
Chili
combo,
cheese fries.
everything. Yeah, that's the double too, bro. So, what are some things that you have during COVID that have become your fun little snacks now? Or if anything, something that you've done during COVID that you've made or whatever.
Dude, my guilty pleasure is dark chocolate almond covered clusters.
Yo, what?
I'll
Wait, break it down for me. So dark chocolate covered in a cluster of almonds?
Yeah, so
how are they put together?
So basically, you buy them at the pantry or like in the store. If you go like to a market, they'll have like a bunch of chocolate, like little like things that you put in a bag and you weigh it every pound or whatever and buy it like that. I'll buy like 2 pounds of it, and every once in a while I'll just grab a little piece and snack that. But I'm a big snacker. I love that stuff. Like beef jerky.
Yeah,
I love that stuff. Beef jerky, chocolate.
Wow, I'm not a big sweets person. Don't get me wrong. I'll destroy some sweets, but I'm kind of a machine who will destroy anything in front of me.
You know what I like too? Like the tamarindo candies, the little circle ones with the strawberry and tamarindo little circle.
Nice.
I'll fuck those shits up.
That sounds so good. Yeah. I think for me, I went back to such basics. You know, cereal, and if I want to get a little fancy, I put some bananas in there.
I tried it in the beginning of quarantine. I tried to go back to. I got all my favorite cereals because I was like, I'm gonna be fucking stuck in my house for 3 years.
Right.
So I went to go get
basically that's what it felt like.
I went to go get Crunch Berries and Cocoa Puffs and all that stuff. I probably ate it for like 2 days, and I was like, I'm not really the fucking. I forgot how much Crunch Berries fucking fuck up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, it's actually a commitment for. You have to sign a waiver when you buy the box actually to go to the ER so you don't sue them.
Oh my god, dude, this shit hurts. Dude, you're like, fucking raw. Your mouth is all raw for 2 days.
I think it's that's been my biggest thing. It's trying to roll to those basics, but I mean, there's so much to food, and there's so much when you got something super good and super. Just different, unique, and that's an experience. Like this Philly's Best sandwich.
I would definitely go here again.
100%.
I would try this again. It's actually perfect. It doesn't have mayo. Most people drown that shit with mayo.
That's literally what they make their sandwiches with is mayo, and then
I'm getting cheese, onions, and peppers and meat.
Yep,
that's all I'm getting, and that's my favorite. I'm the kind of guy that likes to eat my burger with plain. Like just
keep it simple.
Boom, just give me the meat, give me the cheese, give me the onions, and give me the mustard, pickles. That's it. That's all I want.
This is good. There you go.
See, my In-N-Out order rhymes and shit.
What's your In-N-Out order?
There you go. Check it out. Give me a double with onions, ketchup, and mustard instead of the spread.
Let's go. Well, thankfully we got some other great artists to come in and to really jump into on our talent. We got 3 great artists coming up this next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Tuesday, we got a Shot in the Dark with Gabby Tamez doing Paloma Negra, the Lola Beltrán, Jenni Rivera cover.
Paloma Negra.
Break it down for us. Tell us what it's all about.
Man, Gabby is, she was on my dad's favorite show, R.I.P., Gil C. Romero. He used to watch this show called El Platanito. And it was kind of like an America's Got Talent type of show. Yeah. On Spanish channels, and she was part of the band, and she happened to come and bless us with a Shot in the Dark
and killed it and
did a super cover of this song, and she represented us so sick. And I can't wait to have her back.
Acapella. It's all vocals.
Check it out. You just hear her right there performing right here. Look at it.
It's amazing. It's so strong and just emotional and.
She's pretty. She's amazing. She's talented.
The way it's shot, it's just monumental.
She's wearing that hat, and the shadow was like covering her face.
Talk about entire vibes. Just hashtag dope vibes. Yeah.
Hashtag right here. Hey, Adan. Hashtag vibes.
You wrote it the other way though. You wrote it backwards. Just write it from SEBIV.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm talking about.
On Wednesday, we got a Top Soil with Malou. Toler.
What an amazing performance.
Amazing. Doing all of your favorite Queen songs on this Top Soil. I mean, I'm talking, you go in, and these guys do it in such an entertaining and fun way. They go in and they're saying, these are the songs that we always get requested for us to do whenever they perform, because these guys are a band. They go out there, they do their thing. They do their thizzle all day.
If you definitely have been to a debut or some kind of Filipino wedding, you've probably seen them perform. They're amazing.
They're House of Blues. They're legendary in that realm. And they go in and they play...
Cerritos, Norwalk, stand up.
Oh, let's
West
go.
Covina.
And they come through and they play everything from We Are the Champions to Bohemian Rhapsody. And let's just say, undertaking a cover of Bohemian Rhapsody is a commitment.
Right.
You have to really decide, I'm going to go in. Well, if you're going to lay off, like, they go in.
She goes in.
No fear. And the whole band's awesome. Check it out on Wednesday. Top Soil, Malou, Toler doing a Queen medley. And then on Thursday, we got a really special one. We got a Shot in the Dark.
All flows reach out.
Afro performing the format, an AZ cover.
Dude, I'm really excited about this because I want to encourage more MCs to come and do this. It's like, to me, it's exciting because I'm a hip hop head, but just see another young, talented MC flip an old, awesome, popular rhyme is kind of exciting to me because everybody does covers and or
songs or pop songs.
Yeah, they'll do like Vanilla Ice or something like something stupid where it's funny.
Boom, boom,
but to
boom,
do a
boom.
serious cover,
Right.
like he kills it.
Yeah.
He kills it. He kills it.
Afro just comes through and really...
Afro's been on Jimmy Fallon.
I mean, the thing about Afro is when Afro speaks, he commands the room.
Yeah, he does.
He commands the room.
That
He's
voice.
got that sound, that voice that just is
Bellflower.
earth-shattering.
He's from Bellflower too. Down local kid. And he's been on TV. He was on that show, The Breaks.
Wow.
He's amazing.
And we got more to feature from him coming up.
Yeah,
so
he does
stay
the Top
posted.
Soil and Live at Growtown, right?
Yep. So check it out. That's Thursday. We got Afro doing a Shot in the Dark of the format and AZ cover. So once again, we got Tuesday, Shot in the Dark with Gabby Tamez doing Paloma Negra, the Jenni Rivera cover. And then Wednesday, we got Malou Toler doing a Queen medley. And then Thursday, Shot in the Dark Afro doing the cover of the format, AZ cover, the format. So I think it's about that time.
I'm done.
Hey, we need another Philly's best here. Bring it. Just kidding. You don't got to bring it right now. He was ready too. My bad. All right. Ready?
This dick of the week.
Beautiful. Is honestly the American people.
What the fuck?
Otra vez. Again. Look at this little piece of cloth. Look at how simply I can put it over my mouth. It does not restrict my passages to breathe. No, breathing your excretions of breath won't kill you. It's the truth. Cover your masks. Yeah. Because we, in all of our progress, have come to the point where we are going back to stage one.
What the fuck, people? Dude, like, I was like, come on, dude, just do it. Like, the faster we do this, the faster we get back to our normal lives.
And that's all we want. That's all. We're just trying to come back and do our normal thizzle.
It's not about, you being a sheep or anything like that. And it's also, when we were let go, everybody's trying to be selfish,
Right.
Like, everybody's like, once this is over, I'm going to go fucking shoot heroin and drink with my buddies, Like,
a casual Sunday night.
You know what I mean? Like, why not, like, when this is over, like, I'm going to go feed the homeless or...
I'm going to be with my kids more.
I'm going to be with my kids or do something that's going to give back, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we got to think about us as a nation and how we can help each other, you know what I mean? Together. And, dude, not enough love in the world. You know
Tell them. Also, I want to dedicate this to my annoying-ass neighbors in the building next door who's having 10, 15 people at a party the other night. F*** you.
Yeah, man.
F*** you. F*** everything you stand for. You suck. And you're the reason this country sucks.
Yeah, man.
Sorry. So, American people, get your shit together.
Yeah, man.
We're doing our best. We're all doing better than our best. We're doing what we have to do. We're staying safe. Stay safe, too. I'm over having to say this.
Yeah, get tested, get checked, and stay away from your elderlies and
just be safe.
Be safe, man.
Just be safe.
It's getting crazy. The news is getting trippier. Things are getting worse. Come on, please. Just put your mask on.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Buy a couple, 3 masks, rewash them, and get it and reuse them, and that's it. Let's go.
I got the plug.
The Sarape one right there.
I got the plug. You guys, thank you so much for tuning on in with us for episode 7 of The Greenhouse. We're going to keep coming to you weekly, safe, making sure we're all being safe here. As always, keep growing with The Greenhouse. He's goodness. My name is Vic. Thank you all for tuning on in. Till next week.
Shooter McGavin.
I'm going to fucking eat this sandwich, bro. Salud.